Welcome back, KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP. And today I'm going to make you the legendary Chinese dish, bang bang chicken. Alright, let's get into it. I've got 3 spring onions or scallions. I'm just going to cut these up nice and fine. We want both the white and the green parts of these spring onions. So we're going to cut these up nice and fine. We've got ourselves a nice big mixing bowl, which we are going to need. I'm just going to put those straight in just like that. Alright, next thing I've got is a medium cucumber. Some might say that's a small cucumber. I'm going to cut that in half. And then I'm going to use one of these silly little gizmos, these little peelers that will actually julienne your vegetables for you. But I find it very hard to use and not julienne my hands at the same time. So, the most practical thing to do, get your chef's knife. If you don't have one, these are a must. Just take off a slice off the side and then just quickly run our knife up through the cucumber vertically, just like I did there. And before you know it, we've got julienne cucumber. Please be mindful, I have had to omit a couple of scenes out of this video, and it looks like I might be going all over the place, but try and listen to my voice and you'll get it. YouTube doesn't like my right sleeve tattoo, so I'm trying to keep that out of the video. It ended up slipping in there a couple of times, but you won't see anything that'll offend anybody. Tiny bit of oil into our fry pan, medium heat. I've got 2 eggs. I've beaten those up. I pour that straight into the pan, and you'll also notice I drop it on top of my hot plate as well, just to make that extra mess that I didn't really want. Swirl that egg around, and I'm just going to make that beautiful omelette. In the meantime, go clean up my mess. Yeah, I'm a good boy. I've got some tahini, and in total I want 3 tablespoons of tahini. And you're thinking, why are we using something like that in Chinese cooking? It's because I can't find Chinese sesame paste. So tahini is the next closest thing. But I've got a little tip to try and make it a little bit more oriental. Right, our omelette's done. We're just going to roll that up into a log. Just like that. And once it's cooked, I'm just going to take it off the heat, set it aside and let it cool. Very simple stuff. Leave your pan on. The next thing we want is 2 nice big teaspoons of sesame seeds, and we're just going to toast those off. At the moment my pan is a little bit too high. We turn it down. You can see the sesame seeds popping out of the pan. Keep them moving. We're only going to cook these off for about 45 seconds to a minute. We just want a nice little brown colour. We don't want them to burn. So we just keep moving those around. Once they're done, take them off, let them cool down. And I'm going to transfer that into another dish. I've added in the rest of our tahini. We want 3 tablespoons in total. And just to try and adjust things, a tiny pinch of Chinese 5-spice powder. Try and get the authentic stuff from your Asian grocery. It's a lot different from the product that you find in most supermarkets. Here I've got some fresh Butterham ginger that was sent down to me by someone in Queensland. You can use the ginger that you get in a jar, but when you've got it fresh, why not use it? Once again, we're going to chop those up into little matchsticks, same as I did with the cucumber. I've got 40 ml of oil in my pan. I've put the ginger in, which is around about 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more. We want the equivalent to 2 cloves of garlic crushed, and we want about half a teaspoon of Szechuan peppercorns that have, well, basically camouflaged themselves into the oil. And what we're doing is we're cooking the ginger off a little bit, but more importantly, we're getting all those aromatic flavors into the oil. Now, once they're done, we're going to take them off, or take them out and put on some absorbent paper. We're going to let that oil cool down. And you don't see me doing this in the video, but once it's cool, it will go into this little mixer with everything else to make up our dressing. I've added just a touch more garlic into that tahini, just because I wanted to. We want maybe a teaspoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half of sesame oil. We want about 20, maybe 30 ml of soy sauce. We want 2 capfuls of Chinese rice wine, just like that. We want 1 tablespoon of caster sugar, or very fine sugar. We want about 70 ml of black Chinese vinegar. That one is a little bit harder to find. We want about 75 ml of chicken stock. I'm going to add in a really good tablespoon of spicy bean paste. It's not spicy, it's savoury, believe me. It says spicy, but it's savoury. The other thing you can also do, 1 tablespoon of, or 2 teaspoons, sorry, of Chinese hot chili sauce. Here I've got some coriander. I didn't have a lot growing at the moment, but I used what I could. So you just make do with what you got. Alright. So, I'm going to add that to our bowl. We're now going to slice up our omelette. I'm going to cut it straight down the centre. And then into nice little pieces, just like that. And different restaurants do different things with their bang bang chicken. I've had it with egg, I've had it without egg. It doesn't matter. Alright, now I'm using half a roast chicken. Ideally, if you're going to cook this from scratch, you would use 500 grams or 1 pound of chicken thighs. You can just cook those off and use those. Right, our oil's in, everything's into our dressing. I'm just going to mix that through with my little mixer. You've seen me use this thing hundreds of times before. As you can see, I've got a pot in the background. Off to the side, I also have 1 packet of pad thai noodles. Into the bowl goes our sesame seeds that we toasted off before. I'm going to bring that water up to the boil. We're going to plunge our noodles in. They're going to take only a couple of minutes to cook. We're going to take them out, put them in a strainer, and wash them down with some cold water and get them nice and cool. We're going to use half of our dressing on top of our chicken and cucumber mixture that we've got there, and we're just going to dress that straight away, and that way all the chicken, all the cucumber will have some of that dressing on there. You can see my noodles in the background, they're boiling away. We've cooled them down, flushed them off with some cold water. They're nice and cold, see, I can pick them up with my hands, and we've put the rest of the dressing on top. Now it's time just to mix the whole lot together. And if you haven't had bang bang chicken before, you don't know what you're missing. It is perfect in spring or summer. It's light, it's refreshing, it has the most amazing flavours, and that spicy bean paste really does add to it. I know we've used a lot of sesame oil, sesame seeds and sesame paste, being the tahini, but it doesn't taste like that at all. Very, very simple to do. Anyway, let's get ready to plate up. Now, if you want to add chili, you can use some fresh chili and serve it to those that want the chili. Otherwise, if people don't like the chili, leave the chili out. It's not a problem. Anyway, I want to see you make this at home. Super simple. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence. Don't forget, hit that notifications bell and you'll be alerted every time I release a new video. But more importantly, just for my sake, please subscribe and you will never miss another one of my videos again. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will catch you next time.